Welcome to another episode of Fridays on the Lawn to our UB community. It's such a pleasure to be with you. Again, it's wet outside, so as you can see, we're not necessarily on the lawn, but we are still coming to you with such an awesome event for today. It's the 2025 Faculty of Science and Technology STEM Fair. So this session is going to be talking with all of the movers, the shakers, those people who are pushing science, technology, engineering, and mathematics here at our national university. And I want to call our first guest this morning with us, who is none other than our president. Good morning, Prez. Welcome. Welcome. I want to say that for the record, our president is finally sitting with us for Fridays on the Lawn. So it's about time. Thank you so much, sir.
It is my pleasure, and I've been waiting for the invitation to come on the lawn. Finally here.
And we are happy to have you. So welcome. It's our STEM Fair 2025. Talk to us a little bit about why is it important for the university in where we're at towards national development for us to continue to push the STEM program.
Of course, the new wave is STEM. It's important that as the national university, we embrace STEM. And within the whole concept of STEM, we offer every program here at the university that fits that particular acronym. So here we are today with all these booths and displays. Quite impressive. I did a walk around myself. And look at the crowd. I had to be walking on the side at certain points. So we even have the high schools from the area and our UB students.
From outside the area, Prez?
From outside, I'm told. So it seems as if this is a signature event for the Faculty of Science and Technology. I'm very impressed with Dean Cano, Chair Antonio Cano, and of course, Dean Apollonio Aguilar for all the effort they put into getting this off the ground.
Right.
And it's not just here, I'm told. I'm told some of the labs
They're
have
open.
some displays.
Med school.
Med school have students walking in there.
Yeah.
And also the IT building have students in there as well. So it seemed like the entire university is open for STEM today.
I won't keep you because we have a full day of activities. I know we have activities even in Belize as we speak.
Yes.
But leave with us what you think. What is the vision of UB in terms of our digital footprint for STEM next 10 years to come? Where do you see this university?
That's an excellent question. And I attempt to answer that question every day I come to work. Here we are at a national university having to meet national development. And in doing this, we have to meet our partners. We have to work with our partners. In the display today, I see booths from some of our partners.
That's
I
right.
see PACT, I see Chamber of Commerce, and I see several others who are also partnering with us in displaying how we should address this STEM issue or concern. So we are open for business at UV.
Yeah.
We're pushing these STEM careers. And again, inviting everybody to come out and enjoy and to participate with us here at the National University in pushing the STEM agenda.
I agree. One final thing. I know you spoke about sponsors, and up next, I believe we have PAC Belize, who is a platinum sponsor for this event this year. Any final words to our stakeholders or community out there who might be still not sure if UB is the way to go? Try to tell them that come on over. We welcome your partnership, particularly in STEM.
You couldn't say it better. The doors are open. We are ready for you. We embrace partnership. We embrace collaboration. So please give us a call. Come and visit us, and we'll be able to do whatever it is. Again, research and development is one of our big agenda items. That way we could drive development here at the university rather than following what is happening. We want to take the lead as the national university. So you're welcome to join us. Let us know what you're doing. And again, partnering is the way to go.
Certainly. Thank you so much for your time, Prez.
So welcome.
I'd
like to thank you and your team, Yuma, for this Friday on the Lawn initiative. It's very, very, it's drawing people and it's showing the world what we're doing here at UP.
That's right. That's what we try to do.
And one last point. Today is Garifuna Awareness Day. So I'm sporting my dashiki.
That's right.
And, very important, we're diverse here at the university. We have persons of all culture. So today we're celebrating the Garifuna culture.
The People's University.
Amen.
All the best praise. Thanks so much for joining.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. And up next, we have one of our sponsors, Belize. Come on over. And of course, this young lady is absolutely no stranger to us at the University of Belize. Good morning.
Morning.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
So my name is Janelle Mencias. I am the Communications and Marketing Manager at PAC.
So, Jen, I have to say that PAC continues to be within our partnerships for many, many years at the National University. Why is it important this year? I think you guys are a platinum sponsor.
We are a gold sponsor.
Gold sponsor. Okay. Tell me, why is it important for this relationship to continue to expand, particularly in the field of STEM?
Well, the National University is where our future conservation leaders and climate champions are coming from. And so it's imperative for us to be in this space to promote our work and to attract our future employees, right? We won't be there forever. And so it's a great space for us to share our work, to also hear from the students and everyone here what they know about PAC, to clear up misconceptions, right. Because we have protected areas in our name, people often think we're the people on the ground, and we always tell them we support the people on the ground. And so it's a great space for us to make those clarifications. It's great for us to hear what are some of their concerns when it comes to conservation and climate change, and just generally to share a lot more about what we are doing. We are known for our work specifically in conservation, but we have pivoted over to climate change in recent years, and that is literally a hot topic, right? Right now, our executive director is on his way to COP30, where he'll be representing PAC and Belize, and he will be there advocating for our country and our ability to access more climate finance, which is important to not only Belize, but small island developing states that really feel the effects of climate change.
Yeah.
And more importantly, the fact that conservation and climate change go hand in hand, right?
Definitely.
So we're really excited to be in this space and to just share our work.
Now, you're just talking a little bit about one particular career in terms of climate scientists, environmentalists. Speak to us a little bit, and for our public, to get an understanding of what are some of the positions that would open itself from PAC. Just to get a better idea of, I don't only have to become a climate scientist, right? What are some of the...
So our core program, or flagship program, is our conservation investment program. Under that unit is led by our conservation investment manager, and she is supported by conservation program officers. We do have a vacancy right now, so please go on our page, apply. It's a great opportunity to work with us and support the work that we do. We also have a monitoring and evaluation officer. She is really the person who is on the ground making sure that we're seeing the outputs of our investments, right? That is very key for us at PAC to literally be able to see the impact that we're having, not only in conservation, but again, in climate change. Other than that, we have our climate finance unit, again, which is a critical part of the work that we do, led by our climate finance manager and supported by project development officers. That's a highly technical skill. You are involved in helping to develop projects and the programs, and those are the things that bring in the money to the country, right, to be able to support us.
That's right.
Other than that, we're supported by our amazing accounting and admin team. They are the ones that make sure that the monies are accounted for, that who needs to get the support is getting it.
Right.
And then, of course, you have my unit, which is the communications and marketing unit. And we are here to make sure that we're reaching out to the public, that students, everyone who needs to know, all Belizeans really, know about the importance of our work. So it's really a team effort. And we lean heavily on each other to be able to achieve PAC's goal.
Well, we appreciate you partnering with us, Janelle. We look forward to next year, maybe.
Yes.
We step up from gold to
And I have to
platinum.
say, well, next year is our 30th anniversary.
We're doing it
So, yes, we're doing it big, and we definitely plan to be back here and celebrate the successes of 3 decades of being Belize's National Conservation Trust Fund.
Wonderful. Thank you
so
so much. I'll come take a look
All
at
right.
the booth in a little while. All right, guys. And up next, we have one of our organizers coming from the Faculty of Science and Technology. And this is Miss Monica. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Tell us a little bit about who you are and what role you play under the Faculty of Science and Technology.
Okay. Hi, morning everyone. Morning. Thank you for this time. And my name is Monica, like you said. I'm a biology lecturer here at the University of Belize in FSC Science Department. And yeah, this is our annual STEM fair. It used to be called Science Fair, but
Yeah.
so I'm a part of
Expanding.
it. Yeah, it's expanding, but I'm a part of the committee that put this together then.
Now, tell me a little bit quickly, what does it take for an annual event to be a success like this?
Woo. Well, for it to be success, first of all, you have to have very dedicated faculty and staff, because all of what you see here is basically the dedication of a few but very, very passionate faculty as well as staff. And I'll just name a few. That I might be missing some people, but especially like Miss Paso's been working hard, and Miss Azali. And then we have a few others, on Mr. Kano as well.
Yeah.
Probably is gonna burn out after this, but it's been successful because of these people behind the scenes.
That's awesome. Where do you see this fair in terms of impact? I know I've seen a lot of students, not just within the local area, but from outside the Belmopan area. I see them being bussed in.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a growing partnership.
Yeah.
We have PAC Belize. We have, there's a lot going on here.
Okay.
Where do you see the impact of this fair?
Okay, so the original idea behind, used to be called Science Fair, was that we're able to engage with stakeholders as well as students to get to know what's going on in the scientific community in Belize. And so what I see the impact is, so we have a lot of students here from primary school to high school to junior college, and they're able to get a good idea of what's going on around the country in terms of our stakeholders. And they go from, like I said, STEM, right?
Yeah.
So there's the sciences in agriculture, in technology. So they're able to kind of have an overview, a bird's eye view of what's going on. And that might inspire them to then want to do something similar in STEM. So I feel that that's the impact. And the stakeholders also get to express or to let others see what's going on as well, what they're doing. And I think that's the whole idea.
This is our final question before we go to our first break, but what message would you tell to our primary schoolers who are here, or high schoolers who are here, in terms of really thinking about STEM as the way forward, as a potential career in Belize?
That's an excellent question there. And what we would like to tell the students, whether you're in primary school, whether you're in high school, is that the STEM in Belize is growing, right? You see a lot of potential here and a lot of gaps. And I hope that this STEM fair is able to open your eyes and you're able to see all the career paths that's out for you, and those that are not there yet, that you can be the one to start.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us,
No
Monica.
problem.
This is where we go for a quick break, but don't go too far because we have quite a lot of interesting interviews coming up where we get to talk to our students.
Yeah.
Those
That's
who are
exciting
readying
one.
themselves for the world of work
Yeah.
in STEM. We'll be right back.
It's a pleasure to accept the position of president for CONCATE. The opportunity is tremendous. I now have the opportunity of advancing quality assurance, not just at UB itself. It is something that we have been pushing at all institutions, ensuring that they have clear strategic goals, ensuring that they're measuring strategic goals, ensuring that they're doing what they said they will do. And that is to ensure that our student at the end or our graduate at the end receive what they're supposed to receive. And our employers also can speak of value and can trust that when they hire any one of our students from any institution, that those students have what it takes to deliver. And that's part of quality assurance, ensuring that we do what we say we will do. And so I believe this position just further enhances that. We have vast opportunity to network with professionals within the region and outside the region. So this is opportunity for UB to continue to enhance our quality system. Also enhancing quality assurance within the Caribbean. And there's a lot to do. And I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge because a good foundation has been set by those who held the position before. I'm confident that with their assistance and with the existing board, that we will continue to do what is expected of us, and we'll continue to advance quality assurance within the Caribbean and within Belize.
From my perspective, I think that one of the critical areas is mutual recognition. We have lots of foreign entities migrating to the Caribbean to offer qualifications, and in some instances, some of these are not legitimate institutions. They are fraudulent institutions. So I see this as a great opportunity for us to be able to network, to protect each other's interests, to be our brothers' keepers, share our knowledge, our experiences, and to be able to fend off those fraudulent institutions coming to the Caribbean to exploit persons who may be wanting to pursue higher education. Based on her current position as academic affairs in Belize, she would be playing a pivotal role in ensuring that whatever institutions would be coming into Belize, as well as having the pivotal role of being able to network with persons to ensure that we, as I would have indicated previously, to fend off any of those unwanted institutions and other entities that would want to be coming into the Caribbean to exploit the unsuspecting students, potential students.
And welcome back to another episode of Fridays on the Lawn. This is our second segment for today. We are talking about everything related to STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Here today is our annual STEM fair, and we've been talking with our president, we've been talking with organizers, with sponsors, and this is a segment now where we get to speak with our students, those who are going to be the part of an incredible future in STEM. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Rigoberto Icala, and I am in the FSC department here at UB. So my major is pre-medical science. So why I took pre-medical science? So from my
Go ahead.
From a young age, I always wanted to be a doctor. So the two most important person that inspired me was my grandmother and my dad. So
Your godmother?
my grandmother,
Your grandmother, okay.
my dad.
Uh-huh.
So those were the most important person that inspired me. And so then in high school, I took science, and
Why did they inspire you?
they always have been an inspiration in my life. They always push me forward and help me to do better in society and in myself.
Okay. But in terms of what really made you say, hey, I want to be a doctor maybe. And I'm thinking that's the direction that you're heading, right? If that's why you're taking pre-med. But when did that really hit you that, okay, this is where I want to be? I have a passion for this.
Okay, and so what really inspired me is that One day my uncle got injured in a motorcycle and he fractured his back neck and he broke his foot. So then he had a crash right near to my house and I was like I couldn't do nothing. Like, that is what really inspired me. Like, what should I do? And I just stay, shocked.
Yeah.
So that is what really inspired me because, like, I just want to help the society and help others.
Yeah. No, if that were to have been me, because I'm very skirmish, I can't stand blood. I can't stand. So it's repression, and I think it speaks to how passionate you are really about it for you to have been able to be in that position to say, I want to help. I would run the other direction. You want to run towards, and that's something awesome.
Yes.
So having experiences is what, your first year? Or
This is my second year. in
second year?
practical science.
Okay, having experienced 2 years in this field, how do you feel about the future of health in our country? You being a part of it in the next few years.
Well, so far I feel like we as students, we should more focus on our society and work on our society because like what would say so far I've taken pre-med and I see most people taking it, but then they back off of it because we know that doctoring and pre-med is difficult. So we just have to stay on track and do not get distracted because our society needs doctors, right? Because if you see abroad has doctors such as in States and all that, but in Belize City we barely have any surgeons or dentists or doctors as such.
Well, that's awesome. Hello there. I know you're itching to say something. No stranger to us here on the lawn. You were with us a week ago or a week before, right? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Darnell Steen. I'm a part of the Faculty of Science and Technology, and I'm currently enrolled in the Associates for Biochemistry.
Biochemistry. Where would a degree in biochemistry take you?
Well, having a degree in biochemistry has a wide variety of choices simply because you get both biological and chemical aspects of the real world. For me, I would say I primarily want to focus on the biology. That's because I had mentioned before, I want to be a marine biologist, and I want to, encourage others to also enroll or, be precautionate when throwing away garbage in the water, because it really affects our natural environment, and we want people to come to Belize and be like, Belize is such a beautiful place, an amazing place to come visit, but they farm with friends,
Yeah.
and even with others you don't know. So,
Yeah. Any advice?
well, any advice?
Why should somebody think about biochem? I don't know. When I think about things, those dual majors, that's a headache to me. That's intense, and it takes a lot of sacrifice, and I think it's consuming to some extent, no?
You're right, yes. For biochemistry, my advice would be that, for instance, if you have a career of choice that you want to pursue in, and it entails multiple sciences such as biology and chemistry, this is a great way to get the best of both worlds. You're exposed to both biology and chemistry courses. The teachers are from different backgrounds and different fields, and they ensure that you understand before entering into the field of choice.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yes,
I'm going to take a peep at your boot in a little while.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
try to
man.
convince me in my old age to try get into another career path, maybe.
Maybe you can join the winemaking company, miss?
Who knows, right? I love that. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. And up next, we have two females coming from two separate departments. Go ahead, introduce yourself. I know this is how much I know about you. You're from two different departments, and both of these departments offer some incredible career paths. Tell me about yours first. Introduce yourself and then tell us about your career path.
So my name is Loani Ruiz. My department is Natural Resource Management.
Okay.
So today I am here representing the geology booth.
Okay.
But I am doing Natural Resource Management.
Okay. Are you working?
I am in the Belize Coast Guard. However, I am currently a student.
Okay, awesome.
Study leave.
And that's something I think we don't get enough to talk about. That you can, when you think about coming back to school, You think about, oh, I can't do it because I'm working, or I can't do it because I can't register full time. But this is a perfect example of you can work. Are you on study leave? Yeah. You can work, but you can also try to advance your career. So tell me, put us in your perspective. Your degree will be it's a Bachelor of Science in
Natural Resource Management.
NRM. You are currently working with the Coast Guard of Belize. Where do you think that part will come together for you?
So the Belize Coast Guard basically just opened up maybe 2-3 months. We opened up the science department.
Okay.
So my major falls right exactly in line with that. Now we have people that already majored in marine biology, but we don't have many natural resource management majors. So I will fit perfectly into that.
What are some changes that you hope to make, some impact, having received your degree?
Awareness. There's a lot that we don't know about, a lot happening in our environment, a lot that we should know. And people are not educated. They don't know. So we need to learn to educate the public more to let them know of the impacts that we are causing within our society, within the environment. So that's something that we really need to learn to do and focus on.
Love that. Any final words? Maybe you have somebody working in one of the ministry who has a passion for the environment and really would want to reconsider coming back to school, getting their education. Talk to them.
So it took me, I was a biology major before. I didn't come back to school until 15 years later.
Wow.
It's my first semester. It takes a while to ease back into school and to get into that learning mode. But don't be afraid to do it. It is exciting and it's fun. And getting into that environmental, natural resource management, it's amazing. Learning about our environment, learning about the earth, learning about everything, it's amazing. So it's definitely worth it. Being a student, it's practically new, but you fit right in and it's second nature.
Right. I love that. I want to invite you to join our recruitment team. So I'll get your contact before we leave today, but awesome. It's refreshing. Thank you so much for sharing. Next we have with us, introduce yourself and then tell us about your program.
Okay, my name is Mia Borland and I'm 18 years old and I, study marine biology. So my program, I'm representing the marine biology book back there, and what we have are scuba gear. We're representing corals, all about the turtles, and a bunch of sea mosses and different sea, creatures, plants. And the reason why I say I chose this program is because I do have a great passion for the environment. And when I was younger, my dad he's in the Coast Guard, so we used to go out to sea a lot, and I'm like, damn, nice. This is nice. So, and also seeing that I would also see a lot of erosion because we would always go to Hunting Key. And over the years, I would notice that the shore would constantly, recede, go back. So I'm like, something's wrong here, So this kind of sparks the passion that I have right now for the marine life, the environment,
Yeah. So talk to me about what are some of the characteristics that a student who's thinking about pursuing a degree in marine biology would absolutely have to have.
Okay, first of all, they have to have a passion for their environment. Because if you're doing marine biology, you're going to have to always be out there. And you're not going to always want to be soaking around like, I don't like this, all kind of stuff. You're going to want to, be there. You're going to have to want to, enjoy it. So you're going to always be out there swimming. You're going to be taking a lot of data from out at sea. So you're not going to want to be like, I don't really like being out here. The sun, the bun, my skin, and all kind of stuff. So you have to be passionate.
Any lecturer in particular that you want to give a shout out to from your program?
A lecturer. Oh my God. This is a good question. Oh, lecturers.
Oftentimes we really don't stop to say, Doc or Miss or Sir, you are doing an awesome job. This is your opportunity to do that today.
Okay. This was my lecturer from last semester. He taught me marine ecosystems. I have to give a shout out to Mr. Wakin. He's the most coolest lecturer ever. He's very funny. He cracked a lot of jokes last semester. So he's lecturer that I really do enjoy, working with.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself after this degree?
I see myself getting my master's elsewhere because, marine biology is not that much of a saturated in program or degree. But obviously, I just want to expand, make myself more qualified. So, of course, I'd want to get my master's. So that's where I see myself after.
Thank you so much. It's a
Thank
joy.
you,
I feel bubbly. I feel happy. I feel excited for our future with these quality students that we continue to put out into the world. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll stop by the booth in a little while to hear what you have to say.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. And this is our final break, guys. When we come back, we wrap up for the STEM 2025 fair right here at UB.
The Internal Research Fund Award is funding provided to faculty members, academic staff, as well as graduate students. We have both individual and collaborative awards that are granted every semester, and Abidas Ash was one of the first persons to receive that award.
One of the really valuable things about these research awards is that it allows the staff and the faculty to follow sort of ideas and research questions that they're interested in. Staff like at UB-ERI, they're often delivering projects or consultancies which are locked into certain deliverables. But this grant, this opportunity, these funds allows them to sort of think around where they want to develop the project or where they want to develop the questions. And so it really does reinforce that personal development within that research space, leading to outcomes, individual publications or reports for specific things that they are interested in too. So it's fantastic that the university is able to provide this opportunity for the staff.
So the project that I had was looking at building on the national monitoring of birds on their non-breeding grounds, but also to pilot a study in terms of looking at birds during their breeding season. So this was something that was really new, and it's allowing us to actually expand the national bird monitoring program in Belize. So this research is able to actually create that baseline that would allow me to actually continue to do it with the different partners that we work with annually, and we're able to develop a better data set for scientific research in bird monitoring in Belize.
Folks, we are back. Thank you so much for joining us. We are coming to you not necessarily from the lawn. We're close to the lawn. It's a very wet day in the capital city. We are at our UB main campus here in Belmopan, and we're here in the middle, as you can see, of the 2025 STEM fair. So today it's all about talking to our students. It's about talking to our faculty or partners in terms of the future of STEM here in Belize under our Faculty of Science and Technology. And we're here in our last segment. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, good morning, everyone. So my name is Walter Perriot. I am a civil engineering student here at UB, and I am currently on my last semester of my associate's program, planning to start the bachelor's program soon.
Now, the engineering department has, engineering unit has quite a number of departments that are major. You said you are in the civil engineering, but what other options are there under the engineering department?
Within the engineering department, besides the civil engineering that I am taking, there's also mechanical, electrical, and of course architecture.
So this sounds very technical. I know a couple weeks ago we were a part of the annual macaroni structural competition. Were you a part of that?
Yes, I was a part of that.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
So that macaroni competition is one of the events that the engineering department holds annually. So it's basically you build a structure. This year it was a bridge.
Yeah.
So the structure is made solely of macaroni and glue. Macaroni tends, if you know macaroni is very fragile. But these structures, some of them only weigh like 3 pounds, and one of the structure actually held 120 pounds.
Amazing, amazing. Did your team?
So my team unfortunately did not win. We had a slight error in our design. So unfortunately we did not win, but some of I think it's the top 5 teams are heading to Chatamal in a couple of weeks and be there.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about civil engineer. What exactly, when you finish a bachelor's degree, what exactly are you going to be doing?
Okay, so as civil engineer, we basically design and construct structures that don't move. So namely those are like roads, bridges, buildings. That's mostly what we do. But also, besides we design them, like I said, we also do testing on them to see if they meet the standards.
Awesome. Tell me, and this is a final question, I know you have your booth to go attend to, but talk to me about the dynamic in the classroom. Do you have a lot of female students with you?
So within my civil engineering group, it's still predominantly males. But I know within architecture, there's more females in architecture than males. But I encourage more females to join the program.
Yeah.
It's not a program that you can do if you're a female. That's maybe the stereotype that most of males are engineers, but that does not have to be that way. Within my program, we do have a couple of females, like I said. And when we go, we do field work sometimes also. We are out doing surveys, sometimes we're mixing cement or whatever. And the females keep up with the boys.
And maybe that's one of the reasons why, right? When you think about that, sounds kind of hard, having to be out there in the sun.
Yeah. So that's only certain times when they're doing the testing. So most of the time, it's usually the design part that engineers do, because we don't actually do the construction.
Hard labor.
We don't actually do the hard labor. Just do the design.
Yeah.
But you will do some labor at some point, but it's not the majority of the job. It's the hard labor.
So I'm thinking, for you to design, you have to be able to tap into a level of creative energy, right? It's not technical only, but you have to be creative as
so
well.
It's definitely you need some creative energy with it, some creative talent.
Yeah.
I see, especially as an engineer, we don't do a lot of design classes. I know that's more leaning toward architecture.
Right.
But we do AutoCAD also. So in AutoCAD, currently we're working on our final project, which is designing a home that's from the ground up. And you're free to design it however you want. So it's definitely if you want to design it, you don't want to build just like a regular rectangular house.
Interesting.
You want to.
You need to invite us to tell your story of your final project, from start to finish. You have really started already though. Have you?
Yes, so my final project, that's just a drawing.
Okay.
Just design of it. It's not really the technical part of it. Calculating this size of beams or colors. Right. It's just design. So that's more towards the creative part that was leaning though.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so but if you come by our booth today, the architecture students, they have different houses there, different I don't know how to say, but different design.
Okay.
From different areas of the world.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Our group, the civil engineering group, we have some of the tools that we use for engineering. So we have the surveying total station. We have a level out there also, and we also have different tools that we use to test the slump test, the compaction test, and so on.
We'll get a chance to go view all of those things and become familiar with it. Thank you so very much for your time. All the best.
Okay, wish you the best.
And next we have with us, I believe, our final interview for Fridays on the Lawn. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Romari Ko. I'm part of the Institute of Archaeology. I'm an archaeologist on our team. Yeah.
Awesome. Archaeology. How does archaeology fit in STEM? Make it connect for our viewers.
Actually, when we got the invite, we were trying to figure out that same thing ourselves. We dabble in different things, but one of our most major campaigns is our digital archaeology campaign.
Okay.
So that's basically us taking artifacts and antiquities. But not only that, we've expanded a little bit more, but we take those and we digitize them for the public and for research purposes. And I think that is one of the most biggest ways that we interact in the world of STEM.
Right. Are there any ongoing collaborations with the University of Belize?
Actually, yes, we're working on a project. We started a couple months ago where it's part of our digital archaeology campaign as well, where we started to digitize sites. So we want to create different story maps and we want to create interactive tours where students from UB are able to join us and we collaborate and we're able to digitize an entire site. So we actually finished the project at the moment and we're already working on starting a new one because we want to train kids. We want to train students to interact in this big world of archaeology.
I love that. I know recently we've been running an expert series on some of our faculty, and Delmer Zib, pretty sure you're familiar with Delmer, has been doing some pretty awesome work in terms of bridging the gap for our history students to get a taste of not just in the classroom, but also working, I believe, along with you guys.
Yes, so they work with our mother branch, which is the National Institute of Culture and History. So our niche is subdivided into 4 industries. So Institute of Archaeology is one of them. And what we deal with is more of a material culture.
Yeah.
Intangible culture is our sister institution, which is the Institute of Social and Cultural Research. They deal with that. Our one is more material culture, which is the tangible culture. So your sites, your artifacts, those are things that we can hold. Those are things that we go and visit. So those are more of our institutions, but we have partnered with some of the faculty from UB where they are very into our programs here at the Institute. So, yeah.
Any area for future projects that you think would marry well with perhaps our history program? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we are currently in the works of digitizing our entire library system. Of course, we're moving into an era of just technology.
Yeah.
It's encompassing everything that we do. So we want to make sure that research and education is accessible for everyone in Belize. Through that, the Institute of Archaeology houses multiple articles, multiple research projects, and we want to make sure that those things are accessible to everyone. So UB students are able to join us in these different initiatives where we do digital archaeology, which is digitizing sites, digitizing antiquities, and even our library system. They're able to interact with a lot of these articles that, honestly, they're newsletters all the way from fieldwork happening in the 90s. So we want to make sure that they have access to that.
Great. Any final words? I know, are you a platinum sponsor? Are you not a sponsor?
Yes, we are a sponsor. Okay. I think we're silvers.
All right.
Yeah, but yes.
Great. So we want to thank you and encourage you next year. If it is you want to bump up that sponsorship, I mean, we're here for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much. All the best.
Okay.
All right, guys, and we are here with another one of our faculty and
one of the favorite ones.
One of the favorite ones. You said it. Guess what? I had a great conversation before we allow you to introduce yourself. I had a great conversation with a young lady who is right now enrolled with the Coast Guard, but also pursuing her bachelor's in NRM, and spoke so passionately about where she sees her future after getting this UB degree. Tell me from the faculty's perspective, I mean, what is the recipe to be able to produce such passionate and environmentally conscious students?
Well, actually, Ima, that's a very good question, you know. And everything, it's like when you cook something, right? It has to be nice. The cook is himself or herself.
Exactly.
Be passionate.
Yes.
About what he or she is delivering. And that is how we're doing things right now at the university. I don't think it's only NRM, Natural Resource Management Program, but in general, I can speak for my faculty. Right? So when we do things, we have the passion, and you can feel it. And we transmit those good vibes to our students, and then...
For sure. I mean, and this is across the department, across the faculty, because I've spoken with people who are pre-med right now, people who are engineering students, and it's the same thing. It's exciting to be a part of an environment, of a culture that is really, giving into its students from the head down. So, quickly, if you can, tell us about what makes the Faculty of Science and Technology really special. You guys have been, when it comes to how much we engage and how much we put out to the public, Faculty of Science and Technology continues to win that race. What's the ingredient there?
It has to come also with the people that are guiding us, like the dean, our chairs. These are all passionate people, and I think that their energy transmit onto us.
Yeah.
And then we channel it to our students, and everything becomes a wonderful place to work with. And I think it's not only FSC, I think it's UB in general. And it's coming from our
The leadership.
team president.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, there you have the answer.
I definitely, and it's so wonderful to be a part of the change. There's a change in culture taking place right now at our university.
Yes.
And it starts, like you said, from the top down.
And I think in 17 years that I've been working here for the university, this has been, since when President Palacio took over, this has been the greatest time that I've ever
witnessed,
worked here,
experience,
because of the vibes and the energy that it transmits to us.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, we're definitely in a visionary period.
My fingers that he fulfills his 5-year mandate.
All right, we heard it loud and clear. Any final word? Introduce yourself, Mr. Miles. You never did introduce
Yes,
yourself.
my name is Joaquin Magana, and I am in the Natural Resource Management Program, the Science Department, Faculty of Science and Technology. Yes. As right now, presently, I'm actively working in several projects. And one of the most important one that we have done was the ESMS for MED, well, what used to be MED. And right now we're trying to focus on another project with
Sister
SIP.
Kano.
So that is supposed to start in December.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Thanks so much for gracing us, Mr. Miles. And listen, you don't have to only be up a STEM fair. If there's anything happening and you want us to be there to document your story, come on. All right?
do that.
Don't be a stranger.
We're going to do that.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very
Mr. Miles. We'll take care.
Bye.
And next up, we have our final interview. This is the lead behind this year's STEM fair. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Good afternoon, good morning. I'm not sure what time. Antonio Cano, I am the Department Chair for Science in the Faculty of Science and Technology.
Tell us about what it's taken thus far to have this. I want to say that this is, last year was really good. But this year seems to be more traction, more momentum. What's going on there?
Well, I want to say that it's interest in science and technology. Truthfully, I think that we have a lot of great stakeholders, a lot of great partners, a lot of great faculty that have worked really hard to put this event together and bring to life what you're seeing here.
What's the future of the STEM fair?
Well, we want to continue to integrate more and more elements from the various faculty. Previously, this was kind of known as a Science Open Day, and so this year we transitioned to calling it the STEM Year. So with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, encapsulating really the full breadth of the Faculty of Science and Technology. And we want to do that even more moving forward, reaching out to the agriculture folks, having one here. And then focusing again, our theme this year is STEM for Sustainable Belize.
Okay.
And so kind of moving in that direction, because that's really just today, but that's our future.
That's right. I was talking to Mr. Maggs just a while ago, and I told him that in the interviews I've had today, there is just this collective passion that's coming from our students across the department, across the faculty. Talk to me about, and he said something very important. He said it's from the head down. There's vision, there's leadership, there is just this sense of, ready to welcome and embrace a future that is bright, that's all about STEM. And I said, that's true. There's something special happening here at our university this year. And I would love to give you the opportunity to give kudos to the people at the top who continues to make events like these so very possible and successful.
Sure. Well, really, it's a collective team effort. This type of event doesn't happen without a lot of work. And certainly at the very top of that list here, we have to be grateful for our sponsors. their contributions here help us to be able to find that something like this.
Right.
And then their partnerships, right? Then we have organizations that are here year in, year out. And I think building an event like this, to give the consistency, right? Yeah. So we have partners that we know are gonna be here, are gonna have our support our back. It makes it easier.
I love that. And I see we've upgraded. I don't know if I call it an upgrade. Levels of sponsorship. We have platinum, gold, and silver. Was this always the case?
I cannot tell you that. I know that it is the case this year.
That's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. Any faculty, or I know you have an organizing committee. Tell the people, thanks, man.
Sure. Again, this type of event doesn't happen without helping hands. And steering the ship has been the committee. And a lot of names. I hope I don't forget anybody, but people like Dispasos, because Passos has been super instrumental.
She service events so many pans. It's like, but she's been steering a shut down there.
Miss Gillett, who's been coordinating with the schools. Miss Wah, who's been assisting across the board. Mr. Franco, Mr. Caballero, Mr. Steven from MPIT, Miss Yuri from engineering, and then other members who have been involved. Dr. Robertson, I know, has been contributing as well. So many to mention. I hope no one forgot. And then you mentioned about the sponsors. This is a special highlight today. Patamung sponsor this year is EVEC. They also have both sponsors, which include the Institute of Archaeology, ASR, PSI, and then our silver sponsor, which is the Ministry of Commerce.
Awesome. Congrats on a wonderful event. It's been eventful, and I'm looking forward to getting to take a tour and listen to some of our students do their thing.
Don't forget to start by the yogurt, finish by the wine.
Yogurt. Oh, excuse me. Now you tell me that? All right, guys, that's it for this week's edition of Fridays on the Lawn. As you've seen, we're definitely not on the lawn. It's a wet day here at our central campus here in Belmopan. But nonetheless, we're here, we're indoors, the vibe is right, and we get to be a part of an incredible story that we continue to tell here as a part of the National University. If you've not yet followed us, remember we're on all social media platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and of course, Facebook. Please go ahead, share, like, subscribe. Until next week, we have a very exciting story for you guys next week. So you do want to make sure that you're ready for us next week, Friday, as we get back on the lawn. Fingers crossed if the weather will permit. Until next week, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day.